Whew, good morning. It's a wet one. Pouring out there. Oh, sorry. Talk to the cameraman. How are you? It's time for the Morning Gratitude Show. It's Wednesday, hump day. Also new comic book day. And it's 5:15 in the morning, a.m. in Boston, Massachusetts, the United States of America. How are you? I wake up every morning with 8 things to be grateful for. I am grateful for my family, my friends, my faith, my freedom, my health, my union job, a good night's sleep, and a solid breakfast. To continue on what I said yesterday about a good night's sleep, well, I went to bed early yesterday. I am up at 3:45, and I've just readjusted that to 3:37. Every little minute matters first thing in the morning. See, I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not going to roll right out of bed, splash some water on my face, and run to work. I got like a routine, a morning routine. I'm a morning person. I get to work by 6 a.m. So I give myself a little time in the morning. Umbrella. I give myself a little time in the morning. To make that breakfast. And to enjoy some coffee. And to start my day. I roll out of bed. I take my cholesterol statins. One of these annoying new trains.
This is Davis. The destination of this train is Ashmont.
I was held at the station for like 4 or 5 minutes yesterday. The doors were open and they didn't stop beeping like that. And it's like, and I sent a tweet to the MBTA and they were like, oh, that's to assist visually impaired people to find the doors.
Doors will open on the left.
Okay, I can. It's very well intended, but it's more of like, wow, you people don't rely on your own service. I don't think that, because it's kind of annoying. I don't know. See, that kind of just switches the blame on the rider to make, for leverage. With shame, you're like, oh, what? You're trying to take something away from the visually impaired people? No, I'm telling you that, why doesn't the car man, the driver, have the ability to mute that thing while we're idle instead of, literally tormenting your trapped riders for minutes on end with this beep, beep, or maybe it's just it's a conspiracy to drive us mad. Who knows? But yeah, I went to bed early last night. I was asleep on time, about 7:30. I went right out. And I slept straight through the night. I got some good sleep. Seriously, my body needed it, my mind needed it, my spirit needed it. Getting a good night's sleep, it takes work. And a lot of people out there, it eludes them. But a lot of people out there have other things going on in their lives that I don't.
This is Porter.
Specifically children.
The destination of this train is Ashmont.
Yeah, now imagine being just like the doors being open and it going beep, 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 beep. Sounds like an EKG. Maybe. But,
Next up.
yeah, I needed a good night's sleep and I got it. Yay. And I roll out of bed 3:45 a.m. I pop my cholesterol statin. I get into the kitchen. I make a glass of this Emergen-C, which is this vitamin C fizzy drink that I wash down my vitamins and minerals with. And I put on a kettle. Put on the water kettle, hot water kettle, to make some coffee. And then I prep my breakfast. And today I had 2 strips of thick sliced bacon on top of a chocolate rice cake with about 30 grams of crunchy honey roasted peanut butter that I make myself. You can find that on the cooking playlist here on this very channel. I make my own peanut butter. And then I had to ground a bag of coffee because I bring coffee to work. You know, I have a Mr. Coffee maker. You know, and I make a half a pot of coffee, and I sip fresh coffee all day. Offer it to my coworkers because I'm a chef. And one of the cornerstones of hospitality's gotta be being hospitable. You know, and that goes a long way with people. It's with being likability and with being welcoming. And it's something that kind of is sorely missing in our internet culture and on all levels of kind of like communicating with each other, especially from like I'm kind of trapped in not trapped, but I could escape it anytime I want. But buenos dias.
This is Harvard.
I get
Destination of this train is Ashmont.
like this, like my fan cultures of comic books and Star Wars and Star Trek, and Doctor Who, and it's just like the creatives are not hospitable. They don't have hospitality kind of values. They're not welcoming people into their kitchens, into their dining rooms. They're not asking them if they want a glass of water, or can I get you, would you like some chili on those nachos? It's little things, being welcoming. It's part of my culture. And it's not even a national thing. It's a universal quality. It's called Swadeshi. It means serving those around you. That Swadeshi is a Hindu value, and that's a Sanskrit word. And I got this from my studies of the Bhagavad Gita. And my gurus, Dr. Deepak Chopra and Eknath Eswaraman. And Swadeshi is not just for the people that you like. It's most important that you extend these values to those who consider you their enemy, and those who you are not just physically distant from, but emotionally distant. Because each part of us, every one of us, has a splinter of the Lord within them, our soul. So pleasing the Lord that lives in your soul pleases the Lord that lives in my soul. And it makes understanding possible. It does. Hospitality. Seriously. I don't have the ability to discern or judge my guests and customers. Oh, you're one of them. You're not allowed to eat here. America lived that way back in the day, before in the 20th century. We grew up and we learned that was wrong, and it was inhospitable, and that everyone is welcome. Those values can be abused by people, sure. There's nothing worse in this world than a needy human who's needy, not lacking Maslow's hierarchy of needs in a way. But yeah, a good night's sleep, huh? Let's get back to that. I mean, it's achievable. You can do it. I needed my doctor's help. I used to drink myself to
Change here
sleep.
for bus connections.
I needed help with that, so I talked to my doctor. I reached out to my doctor and told her what was going on with me and what my vision. I would like to not drink anymore, but I'd like to get to sleep. So she gave me something to help. I'm very grateful and
This
blessed
is
for that.
Central. The destination of this train is Ashmont.
And yeah, I know because well, my eyesight's getting poorer as I get older, and I'm not against assisting the visually impaired.
Next stop, Kendall MIT.
I don't know.
Open
There
on
was
the right.
There was an old cartoon called Animaniacs, you might remember. And they had this cute little Segway bump thing called Good Idea, Bad Idea. Good idea. Let's help the visually impaired. Bad idea. Let's annoy everyone while doing it. You know, it's, I don't know. I don't have answers. All I have are more questions. And I'm getting off at this next stop. So you have a wonderful morning, and it's good to see you. Have some gratitude in your heart. I'm grateful for this public transportation. I'm grateful for you for tuning in. I'm grateful that it's Wednesday. It's New Comic Book Day. I'll be hitting my local comic book shop on the way home. I'm grateful that I have an umbrella. I'm grateful that I'm wearing socks and they're dry. I'm grateful that I live in walking distance of my public transportation, that I don't have to own a car and all the expenses that go with the car. Gas, insurance, tires, parking, towing, the whole kit and caboodle. And I remain grateful. So namaste, good luck, God bless. Like and subscribe, and we will see you again with more gratitude lists in the future. Okay, bye-bye.